Hello, dear Aquarius. Thank you for being here or welcome back. This is A from High Five, Shy Vibes Tarot. This is your March 2022 Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus for the sign of Aquarius. This is your love reading. Continuation of this reading would be in the link in the description box below. One more Oracle guidance card for you. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Thank you for being here. And please subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings such as this. Sometimes I do surprise readings. Okay, what do we have here? Seven of Wands and the High Priestess. What is it that you are fighting for, dear Aquarius? There's something that you are fighting for, and you're very confident about this. Let's get more cards to clarify those cards or to see. But the energy I'm getting from you is that you're not giving a budge. It's not that you don't care, or it's not that you are not empathizing with the other person or whoever it is that you are having an argument with. Well, not really argument, but a discussion with. You may be having a discussion with somebody, and it could be your person that you are discussing about something. And it's not that you don't care, or it's not that you don't empathize with where they are coming from, but it's more of you are confident in, deep down in yourself. You know yourself, you know your worth, you know your principles, and it's something that is non-negotiable for you. You will not negotiate, you will not give a budge about that. And it's coming from an intuitive space. It's coming from your heart, and you know for a fact it's not about pride, it's not about ego, it's not about whatever it is that happened in the past, but it's something that you just know. I just know. Perhaps if you are asked by friends to explain where you're coming from, you could answer it with, I just know. It's factual, it's the truth, it's my truth, and you are standing your ground. Okay, could be something about money, could be something about resources, could be something about, you could be married you could be married and you are discussing over property, discussing over money, and it's something that you are standing your ground not because you want money, but you are standing your ground because it is for the highest good of all, or it is something that would benefit you and your person in the long run. Or there could be somebody that you are fighting about, perhaps in-laws, your father or their father, could be that. You have done your homework, you have done your part, you have done whatever it is that you need to do, you have done your assignment. So that confidence is coming from the fact that you have done your part, you have done your work, you have read much about it, you have researched about it, and you know that you are in a point of your life that you have to turn the page, turn a new chapter in your life. There's something that you are closing. Perhaps whatever it is that you are discussing with your person, you're standing your ground simply because it's time to let it go. It's time to move forward. It's time to move on, and it's time for you to grow. Perhaps that is what you are thinking. You are coming from a positive space. I am getting positive energy from your end, and perhaps this is something that is misunderstood by your person, or something that your person doesn't really get yet. But you know that it's time to grow. It's time to grow up, and you have worked hard for this. You know you are confident because you have worked so hard for this. Perhaps you are struggling, or you are having a hard time to express this with your person, or perhaps you are coming off as somebody who doesn't really care, as I have mentioned a while ago, that perhaps what they feel about your stand is that you don't empathize with them, you don't really understand them, you don't really listen to them, and perhaps they are thinking that, or they are arguing that you are very intelligent, that you are using your intelligence for your advantage. They could be telling you that just because I'm not as intelligent as you are using your intelligence against me. Just because I don't understand your terms, just because I don't understand your words, just because I don't understand your work, or just because I am not as successful as you, you're getting things your way. And but I feel you, dear Aquarius. You just know that it's the right thing to do because you just know, and there's no explanation needed for that. And it has nothing to do with your success story. It has nothing to do with how intelligent you are. Sometimes intelligent people are having a hard time to um, communicate with other people, and the other people would argue that you are using your intelligence to outwit them, outsmart them, or to get things your way. It's always your way, but it's not that. It's not that way. It's not all the time. Just because you're intelligent, you don't care, and you hate the fact that people are always arguing with you about your intelligence, dear Aquarius. You just did your part. That's it. You just did your work. You just did your assignment, and you're very diligent and hardworking. Um, you always win. I'm sorry if I keep on moving my camera because the hook is not that stable. Okay, last card for you. Your energy: communication, success, manifestation. You will win this, your Aquarius. Perhaps this could also be an invitation for you to listen in with your advice from your friends. Communicate with your friends as to, or your person's friends. Communicate with them as to how you could approach your person, and to break it to them gently. You could be this cold-hearted bitch and you don't want to give a budge just because you know that you are right. But sometimes you have to explain why you are right, or what makes it important that your decision should be the one that both of you should take, or the path that both of you should take. Sometimes there are things that you just know, but sometimes we are having we struggle with how we keep people on board, to express this to people so that they would understand. Remember, dear Aquarius, that you are in a relationship. So it takes two to tango. Just because you know that you are right, and just because that you are always right, it doesn't mean that you don't have to express why you are right, or it doesn't mean that they just have to follow you blindly. Okay, let us get cards for your person, where they are coming from. This is not necessarily have to be your person, but could be somebody else on the horizon. Could also be somebody that you are eyeing to communicate with, eyeing to date, perhaps. I'm not sure, but you could be somebody, you could be in a relationship. I'm talking to somebody who may be in a relationship right now, and you are coming from a positive space, if not successful space. And it's not that your person couldn't accept that, but it's more of perhaps telling them in a way that they would truly understand, because most of the time you are not on the same page with your person. Okay, waiting for their ships to come, the person you're dealing with. Waiting for, if you are dealing with, if you are discussing finances, perhaps you are in a space or in an energy, or you would want to tell your person that it's time to change a game plan, but your person seems to be sticking with their own game plan. They are risk averse. That is what I am getting from your person. They're waiting for their ships to come, or they are harvesting the fruits of their labor. Perhaps they are in that path of harvesting the fruits of their labor, and they are coming from a space of, if this is not gonna happen now, then I will do everything in my power to make it happen now. They want to put matters to their hands before they would give in to whatever it is that you are advising them to do. And I strongly am picking up on the energy that this is something to do with resources, as I have mentioned in the first in the initial part of the reading. Something about resources, something if not about money. You could be arguing or discussing about money, and you are coming from a confident positive space, and your person can't seem to quite get that. They want to put matter, let us get more energies, they want to put the matters to their hands and do something about it. Perhaps they don't want to, quite traditional, your person is quite traditional, as I have mentioned, risk averse, because they have that traditional mindset or traditional way of doing things. That's why they are not agreeing with your progressive stance about the situation. There's much pentacles or grounded energy from your person, but it's I strongly feel that they are working on something. They are doing the legwork. Whatever it is that you are discussing about, if you resonate well with that, as I've mentioned a while ago, if it is something about money, if you resonate with that, it seems like your person is the one who is doing the legwork as far as the situation is concerned. And they don't want to, perhaps, they could be the type of person who is putting all their eggs in one basket, and they are not willing to take a risk into doing something else, although you know that it's something that would benefit the both of you in the long run. It's a win-win situation, and they seem to not quite get it. But they are willing to negotiate with you, but first they would want to do something else first before they would give in to you. They would want to be in control, if not being superior. Superior could be something to do with an agency, a creative agency that both of you has founded, or could be something, a space, could be a yoga space, a studio, a small business, um, a small business, and they are looking for profit, but you are looking, you are from a space, from a risk management space, but your person is coming from that, what do we have right now, what do we have in our hands right now. You are more strategic, if I may say, if not analytical about the situation, and they feel that they are still stable, everything is running smoothly, everything is stable, but it's not what you are seeing right now. There's something, there has to be a solution. That is where you're coming from. There has to be a solution, and I know that there is something out there that needs to be done, and you are standing your ground. Just you just know. But the person you're dealing with is very much focused on what's in front of them. Could be very pragmatic, or they are focused on the reality. What they see as the reality of the situation is not what you see from an analytical point of view, or from a strategic point of view. You could be that person who is 2 steps forward. Your person is telling you, perhaps you're arguing that just be present, my dear. Let's look at the situation with what we have right now. There's no need for us to think 2 steps forward, and perhaps that is where the argument or the discussion is coming from. But I can't help to say that you will win this. Let us get universe's advice for you. It's time to grow, it's time to move forward. For some of you, this could also be for single ones. You are in a manifesting space. You're ready to bring yourself out there. The person that is about to come to your love situation, or to your life, is somebody who could be very abundant, or has this agency. They have this very creative individual, although very traditional. Could be somebody very, you have an age gap, older than you. Could be a businessman, or a business, an entrepreneur, a woman entrepreneur. Could be creative, but there is some sense of traditional energy, if not controlling energy around them. There are a lot of pentacles energy, so that means groundedness. But if there's somebody with the energy of groundedness between the two of you, I am getting that energy from you. For Aquarius, please, dear Aquarius, message for Aquarius, please. You, my dear friend, if you resonate with the last statements I have said, this could be your friend with whom you would soon have a relationship with. A lifelong friendship. This is about a lifelong friendship. But if you resonate with being in discussion with your partner, if not argument about a certain situation, and perhaps it's about money, this is a reminder for you to see it from their perspective. You would not, to surpass, this is just one challenge in your relationship. You are bound to be in a long-term commitment with this person, but you could only be successful with that if you would see their perspective. You are very different person. You can change how they think, and they are very traditional, as I have mentioned. You can change how they think. You can't convince them to think otherwise. What you can only do is to accept the differences, your differences, accept how they see things, and perhaps learn that proper dance between them. You know that you are in the right place, but perhaps what is asked from you right now is to communicate it in a way that they would truly understand. Yes, it's always that way. They would have their own epiphany too. Just know or just believe that you are the more advanced one, if I may say, and you are in the position, you have that power, that you are more understanding than your person. You can change how they think. They are very much fixated about whatever it is that they think, but you don't have that's beyond you, that's beyond your control. What you can only do is change how you communicate things. You could be coming off as a very cold-hearted bitch, or a cold-hearted individual. Perhaps it's now this time it invites you. The universe is now inviting you to see this partnership as a friendship, as a lifelong friendship. And you know, when you are friends with your friends, you don't necessarily, I don't know, I really don't fully subscribe to birds of the same feather flock together, because like personally, my friends and I, we have very different standpoint, we have different points of views, but we get along. And that is the beauty and the magic of friendship, that sometimes we forget to apply in our relationships. Usually in romantic relationships, we want the other person to be like us, or we have an expectation that we should think and act the same way, and that would make us a power couple. But if you are friends, if you know how to get along with each other, or to understand the flaws, to understand the annoying quirks of your person, and then it's a beginning of that long-term friendship that is unbreakable in the future. I don't know, but yeah, even if you know that you are in the right place, you are confident, you are strongly connected with your intuition, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to communicate this with your person. So that is the ultimate challenge for you, dear Aquarius. So I hope you could make changes if need be, and see this connection as a wonderful long-term friendship. Okay, the continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below, and one more oracle guidance card, and please subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings such as this. Thank you for being here. My name is A, and see you next time. Bye bye.